Alrighty, welcome back everybody to the Tradewaiters podcast, the comic book club where we read a different trade paperback every single week. I'm Daniel, you're Nathan, we're brothers, we read comics.
Yes sir, we're here.
We got different time codes in our description. It's the book, which is The Astounding Wolf-Man. We got Back Matter Matters in the poll list, but we start with the news. Yeah, did you know Amazing Spider-Man is starting at number 1 again?
They're doing it again?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, coming.
Who is it again? Wasn't it, I think?
The team?
Yeah.
Wasn't it like Jed McKay or something?
I think it's Jed McKay and JR, isn't he back on it?
Yeah, so it's going to be Joe Kelly, JR,
Yeah, that's what it was.
Pepe Larraz.
Yeah.
I don't know what Pepe's doing. Maybe he's doing like backups or something.
Yeah.
So that'll be coming out April 9th.
That's pretty cool, I guess.
Yeah, whatever.
Haven't been super huge on Jed McKay lately, but...
I've never been, so.
Yeah.
Ooh, Nathan.
Yeah.
We actually missed a book that came out recently.
We missed one?
Yeah, something that we would be excited about if we knew about it earlier.
Okay. Tell me what I'm excited about.
Nathan, Jason.
Aaron?
No, just Jason.
Oh, Jason.
Jason.
I love Jason.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I know Jason.
He has a new book out. It's out right now. It's called Pocket Full of Rain and Other Stories.
Wow.
And it's the expanded edition hardcover.
Expanded hardcover. How big is it?
It's $30.
Damn, that's got to be a big one.
It's probably a big one. It doesn't say the page count.
Because normally it shit's like 100 pages, right?
But I guess this is a reprinting because the OG one came out in 2008.
Oh, okay.
So it's kind of new, but not really.
Okay, got it. I was going to say that could...
I just figured that out right now.
that could qualify for our end of the year award of best comic book with a long name.
Yeah, dude.
What was it again?
Pocket Full of Rain and Other Stories.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Expanded edition.
Expanded edition.
Yeah. Oh, I'll show you the cover. It's kind of like a play off of like that painting.
Oh, yeah. I forgot what it's called.
With the... Was the restaurant on there? It's like Phillies or something?
Yeah. The restaurant, it's guy looks like he's a guy taking a picture from the outside. Bit weird.
I always remember that because they did that bit in like That 70s Show where like Red Foreman's like, we'll go to Phillies. And then like, what's her name would be like, oh, you'll get the Salisbury steak. He's like, I might get something else. You know? Yeah. And like they're dressed up like the people in that, and then it pans out and it's like the painting.
That's cool.
It's good Good gag.
I saw someone paint over like a print of that and just put all the Bob's Burgers characters on there.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's pretty cool.
Hell yeah.
That. Another new series that was announced, Rick Remender and Paul Azaceta.
Oh, yeah.
They're doing a book called The Seasons, which is a whimsical, dark, and personal exploration.
I haven't seen Paul Azaceta for a minute. Last thing I read was Outcast.
He was on Punisher.
Was he?
With Jason Aaron.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what he did like last, I think.
Okay.
And it was really good.
Nice.
I like that guy a lot.
Sweet.
But I don't really understand. They want it to be like a whimsical sort of comic, but then like the cover looks kind of like this, or that's what the preview of it
looks
like.
terrifying.
It looks like a horror book. And so I don't really know how the balance of this is going to be.
When does that come out?
Comes out January 29th.
Oh, nice. It's soon.
Yeah. So there's a bunch of preview pages. I mean,
you gonna pick it up?
It looks... Yeah, I think just because some of the pages that I've seen, they seem like kind of whimsical, but the character still seems pretty creepy. So I'm curious, what they're trying to do with it. So yeah, I'll probably pick it up.
Yeah, Rick Remender's just cranking shit out.
Yeah.
Good for him. Nathan, you like Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe?
I do actually.
Did you like Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe again?
I don't know if I read that one.
Well...
Is it doing another time?
Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe one last time.
Oh
Nathan.
my god, he can't keep getting away with this. I guess he won't because it's one last time, but
that could be a good long title.
Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe again. He can't keep getting away with this.
One last time. April 2nd, it's coming out, and I think it's the same team.
April 2nd, huh?
Yeah.
Who is the creative team?
Cullen Bunn, and then
the
artist. I don't know his name. And I don't think I could have pronounced it.
It's like Bogdanovic or something.
Maybe.
Okay, cool.
Pretty exciting.
So did he do the second one too? The same creative team?
I think so.
Did you read that one?
Yeah.
Is it good?
There's good things.
I think there's good things in that first one too.
Overall, I like the first one more.
Oh, okay.
But
well, that's kind of neat.
Yeah.
You like the Fantastic Four?
Love them.
They're coming to Marvel Rivals, Daniel.
Oh, they weren't there already?
Well, I think they're going to be there by the time this comes out, but they did like the official announcement, and there's going to be a Maker skin.
Oh, cool. I saw some Reed gameplay.
Yeah, the Reed gameplay looks pretty fun. Kind of looking like a Luffy out there.
Okay.
Just kind of how boingy and stretchy he is.
Let's make this our last Marvel Rivals news.
Why?
Because I don't care.
Okay, all right, fine. Fair enough. I like the game. It's good.
Okay.
Daniel, the comic book market hit 59.64 billion by 2032. I thought it was already at that, but right now it's at 34 billion, so we're on the up apparently.
So another million every year, basically.
That's good math. No,
slowly. It's like 800,000.
Couple bill every year.
Or 800 million.
From 34 to 59.
Oh, 59?
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy. No, never mind.
Yeah. Comics are dying, Daniel. It's fake news.
That's crazy. Probably because all these damn books are coming out.
All these damn books coming out.
What's up with all these books?
All these books coming out, and you got to buy them and get a Marvel Rival skin. It's
Dude,
crazy.
we're never going to finish, Nathan.
I know.
We're never going to get them all.
We're not fast enough.
We got to do double time. 2 episodes a week.
We were probably the closest at reading all the trades in like episode 1.
Yeah. It's just multiplied since then.
How many trades are there, actually? Maybe we snapshot now and then we end when we get to them all.
We'll just cut out the stuff like the porn and just like
I think we got to leave it in.
stuff prior to 1980.
You don't want to talk smut with me?
Maybe on a Patreon thing. Well,
that'd be crazy.
Yeah, we'll be critiquing some smut.
That'd be so awkward.
I'll show you my favorites.
Okay. I really like the shape of his dick here.
Yeah. Nathan, you like Superman Space Age?
Yeah.
You like Batman Dark Age?
Is he doing it again?
Get ready.
He's
for
Mark Russell?
the last in the Trinity, Nathan.
Oh my God, he's getting away with it again.
Wonder Woman Golden Age.
No way.
Mark Russell, Mike Allred, and Laura Allred.
Wow.
For a 6-issue miniseries.
I gotta finish that Batman one.
I gotta start it. But yeah,
we should just do all the trades here.
He just dropped this info on Word Balloon.
Oh, cool.
And I was like, let's go.
Dude, that's super cool.
Yeah.
I love that creative team.
Mike Allred loves drawing a Wonder Woman.
Does he?
Yeah. I remember him drawing something. I think the Wonder Woman in like Superman.
Oh, yeah.
Space Age.
Mm-hmm.
He loves drawing some side boob.
That's good too.
That's what I think about when I think about his art.
Dude, I had an absolute Wonder Woman like thing come up on my TikTok For You page.
Oh, like a TikTok or something?
Yeah, it was like a TikTok and someone's like trying to read Absolute Wonder Woman, but they keep putting tattoos on Wonder Woman. She's like getting distracted reading it or whatever. It's kind of funny.
Gotcha. Nathan, you like Phantom Road?
It was fine.
It's coming back.
It left?
Yeah, it seemed like it ended at 10 because there's the last issue came out in April, but it's coming back this year with issue 11.
Oh, okay. Man, I think I'm on like 6 or something. And I thought
reading wise?
Yeah.
I think I have it.
I thought I was like way behind. I think I might have it all too if it stopped at 10.
Yeah, I was like, I thought we were good. I'm like, okay, we can finish this up. Oh, no, I'm missing.
That's cool.
I'm missing 8.
I think, yeah, Walt's doing Absolute Batman. It's not like he spent all that time just doing Absolute Batman, obviously, but he's going to be on an issue of like Absolute Batman.
Oh.
Which seems strange, right?
Which one?
5?
To end the arc?
4?
In the middle of the arc?
Yeah. It's like one I don't think it's the end of the arc, but
yeah, because only 3's out. So
they're gonna keep going with Absolute stuff, right?
Yeah, I think
that's
it's supposed to be ongoing. Yeah.
And
it's like you got so much room to do shit. Why would you just
stop at 5?
Yeah,
I'm
not looking forward to whenever it like crosses over. But
you mean whatever crosses over with like the main DC or like
titles? He's gonna be on 4.
4, yeah, that's what it was.
What the fuck? That's bizarre.
Isn't that crazy? There's probably a good reason. It might be like a flashback issue or something, but because if it's like still in the present,
Nick Dragotta is just like he's credited for story.
He's got so much energy. Oh, he is
only for story, yeah. So,
but Scott is too, right? So
story and writer, whatever that means.
Just Nick Dragotta or is Scott Snyder not on there?
Nick Dragotta is credited for story. Scott Snyder is credited for story and writer.
Okay. Well, I think they came up with like the story and the ideas for the story together, but Scott's putting the words on the page.
Yeah, we'll see. Nathan, you like Tintin?
Yeah.
Tintin.
You got some Tintin?
Yeah, I do. Oh, wait, hold on. I need to check something.
Oh.
Speaking of Tintin.
What did you do? I have some Tintin, too. I have a legal Tintin.
there's some Tintin news.
Okay.
And I was reading an article. And then this is the first Tintin collected story.
Whoa, you got the first one?
Yeah, dude.
That's sweet.
Back in from the 30s or whatever.
Well, I mean, obviously it's collected.
Yeah, Adventures of Tintin in the Land of the Soviets.
It was a news strip originally, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay. What Tintin news do you have?
The news.
You just came over to flex that?
Yeah, guys. Because like I saw it and it was like, oh, his first collected story. I'm like, I think I have that one.
Yeah.
I thought it was a bizarre pick, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, Tintin's gone into public domain recently.
Oh, I did see that. Yeah.
Yeah, and there is a new book. It's going to be called Tintin: The Big Lie. It's going to be funded on Kickstarter. It's going to be written by Fabrice Sapolsky, who is a co-creator of like Spider-Man Noir.
Cool.
I guess. And so I don't know when that campaign starts out. Mm-hmm. They just kind of drop them randomly. It's kind of weird.
The Kickstarter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so that's neat.
That is kind of neat.
I don't know.
That's crazy.
If
he's in public domain.
Like who's been doing it most recently, you know? I'm sure there's been like spin-offs or whatever with like different creators and whatnot. But it's like Hergé. Yeah, Hergé is like the dude who
made it?
Like created it. Yeah. I'm like, well, he's probably gone. But I'm wondering like how long. Has it only been him, you know?
On it? Probably not.
Yeah.
I mean, like Steven Spielberg made like a movie.
That's different.
I know that's different.
Hergé's
but like,
not gonna make a movie.
Well, I know, but like at the time that came out, I assumed there was like
the Tintin movie probably blow his mind.
Do you think he saw it? I don't know when he died. But,
hold on.
But I imagine when that movie came out, there was probably some Tintin coming out in print. So aren't there versions of Superman that are going to be public domain pretty soon?
I think in 20.
When was he created?
Was it 25? Was it 38?
Is that when he was created?
Yeah, that was Action Comics #1.
Oh, okay. We still got some time then.
I think it's like 27 or something. Georges Remy? I guess that's who it is. Oh, no, created by Hergé. Yeah, he died March 1983.
Okay. So yeah, he did not see the movie.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Anyway.
That's so interesting.
It feels weird.
We're going to live in the time when like the biggest comic book characters are going to be like in public domain and then people just do whatever with them. And it's a little weird and scary.
You know what? I think it'll just feel like Fortnite, but for everything.
Dude, a public domain like Fortnite. Like an ongoing series of just public domain characters. And it goes on for decades.
And they're playing Fortnite?
And, no, they're not playing Fortnite. But it'll feel like Fortnite because it's an ongoing series, and whenever a big character goes public domain, it'll be like Winnie the Pooh teaming up with Tintin, and then Batman comes in, you know?
And Dexter.
And wait, what?
Dexter will be with Winnie the Pooh, and they're cutting someone open.
How old is Dexter?
2007?
Oh. So like...
Or 2004, maybe? Yeah, it'll be like
it'll be just
a long time.
Yeah, crazy.
But like at some point,
mm-hmm.
you know, it'll be just like everything that's popular now.
Yeah.
And there's no way anything new could be created.
That's true. But yeah, we had all the ideas. So just throw them all together now.
Yeah, just be dog shit crossovers forever.
Yeah, just intellectual property, just throw up everywhere.
But anyway, Nathan, what book did we read this week?
Well, the Wolf-Man movie's coming out.
It sure is.
So we read The Astounding Wolf-Man.
An even better one.
Yeah, by Robert Kirkman and Jason Howard.
Not based off of the Universal Wolfman.
Yeah. I wonder if that was...
That's probably public domain.
Yeah, monsters I think are.
All the Universal ones, yeah.
Yeah. Robert Kirkman, Jason Howard, and Russ Wooten. Is that everybody? Because Jason colors himself, right?
I think so. What'd you think, Nathan?
I like this more than I thought.
Right?
But I don't know, like, it not in the way... I was like surprised by how much I liked it, but I liked it for different reasons I thought I would.
It's not like Chef's Kiss, like comics, but there's like some good stuff.
But there's some value in here, you know.
Yeah,
I think Robert Kirkman understands there's, you know, to make like a monster book or whatever, there needs to be like some drama, you know, going on.
Yeah, and
some mystery going on, and I think he's really good at kind of sort of like giving you those bits of information slowly, you know.
Right, yeah, he's like kind of king of that.
But keeping it interesting, yeah. So
he's... Because like just a dude turning into a wolf isn't that interesting.
Yeah.
Especially in a comic, you know?
Yeah, I think
It's a sauce around it.
Yeah, exactly.
I think this book fucking rules.
I think it's pretty good.
For like the first couple issues. Then, because it's written as an ongoing comic. Like he knew this is going to be like 25 issues or whatever.
Yeah.
And the trade suffers from that.
I think it's better. Like
you think it's better?
Towards the end, yeah.
I don't know. It's just choosing a different time in the trade to drop a certain cliffhanger, you know.
But I think that works.
I think it's
I guess I know what you mean.
There's a bit of lag, and it felt like there was a lot of story in like the 7 issues that didn't necessarily need to be in the first trade.
Yeah, I agree
the first
with that.
arc.
I agree with that.
But
Jason Howard does a really great job. I think
his art's awesome.
His art's so good.
It's so clean.
It is.
It looks like it's
the like most confident lines.
Yeah,
and like his action and like his posing.
It's almost as if like comic was made by like a graphic designer.
Yeah, it does kind of feel like
that. You know
what
I mean?
Like this dude's got vectors in here.
Yeah, dude. He's got vertices.
So yeah, he's good. When I first saw his stuff and some random thing that he did with Warren Ellis, I was like, I want to read this just for like this art.
Yeah.
And then he's doing great on like Missionary right now, and he's like still pretty.
You could see some bits of that in this.
Oh, for sure. But I think he really ramps it up for the Missionary, and you can see how he's like kind of playing with perspective a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, this even just like as early stuff, this is really good.
Yeah.
When was this published?
Ooh, I don't know.
Like, it seems like it would be like a 2006 comic. 2008.
Is it 2008?
Based off the copyright date of this trade.
Okay. I thought this was like a really great lunch break and like shitting book, you know, when you're reading it digitally.
Dude, good shitting book.
Because like, I don't know, it just like the flow of it just really works.
Flow's pretty good. You know, it's not like
for short bursts.
Yeah. Like if you jump into the middle of an issue, it's not like you're going to be confused on like what's been going on necessarily. It's kind of, I guess, pretty straightforward in that sense. There's not a whole lot of like, you know, nonlinear storytelling or anything like that. But I think, you know, Robert Kirkman's definitely playing to like his strengths. So,
and going back to the art, it feels like it really fits like the Invincible universe.
Oh, 100%.
You know, like if Invincible came in with the Ryan Otley art, like it would not feel out of place, you know, or vice versa.
Yeah. And this is the Sea Bear guy. You know, Ryan Otley's the Grizzly Shark.
Grizzly Shark and Sea Bear.
And Jason Howard's the Sea Bear. So we got to read Sea Bear after this.
There was no Sea Bear, Nathan.
It was like...
There's like one crossover book.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But yeah, let's get into it.
Yeah.
So I've kind of just like generalized every issue, kind of like one bullet point.
Perfect.
For this time. So anyway, there's this guy named Gary. He gets mauled by a wolf and he is rushed to the hospital. He goes into a coma. He unknowingly turns into a werewolf one night and he kills somebody while doing that. But when he turns back into a human, he's healed from his coma and he doesn't remember anything. It happens again a little bit later when he's back home, but this time catches it on his like home camera system. And he's like, holy shit, that's me. And then Gary and his wife, Rebecca, are then approached by a vampire that wants to mentor Gary.
Well, we don't know he's a vampire.
About being a wolfman. No, we do. I mean,
there's not
you see his sharp teeth and red eyes.
That can mean anything.
I mean,
Dad looks like that sometimes.
You got some canines on you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like,
yours are like, I think, more pronounced than mine. I don't know.
Yeah, dude, you look like you're missing teeth.
Look like a damn hockey player.
Yeah, are you summarizing a little bit more because Sophia told you to?
She said she was getting lost a lot of time listening to it, which I think is, you know, there's some validity to that.
I guess
I wanted to try it.
Okay, I'm down with that.
Yeah, but I like the proportions of the werewolf. I feel like his like the way that he designed
super top
it.
Heavy.
Yeah, very top heavy, and like his arms are like massive.
Skipping leg day, dude.
Also, like you see his toes a lot, and I just think they're kind of funny to look at.
Toes.
You're the one that normally looks at the feet, but like I noticed it this time.
These are furry.
Yeah, these are some furry feet. But just seeing his toes be like all spread out constantly is kind of funny to me.
There's a bit on the first page where like Gary's like dying basically. He's like, it's not that bad, is it? And then his wife's like, it's not that bad.
Yeah.
And his like whole pec is like torn, you know?
Mm-hmm.
There's a panel that I'm kind of obsessed with.
Okay.
It's like my favorite panel in the book. And it's like Jason Howard drawing him in the hospital during nighttime and just like the colors chosen.
Oh yeah.
I was like, this fucking rules.
It's really
so
cool.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
I was just a really big fan of that for some reason.
I think what's funny about this is that the lettering is just so invincible. Like it's the same assets pretty much. Like Anytime there's like a scroom or like a
he definitely
onomatopoeia, it's like
he reuses.
You see a style in there, but it pretty like cut and paste. But I like it. His shit's really good. So, but
when you see his daughter, I was like, she's in like high school or something.
Yeah.
And I don't know, just the proportions, just kind of like the way her face is drawn, just kind of makes her look like an adult.
She does. I confused her for like a maid once, and I was like, "Is that their maid?"
There is a maid.
There is a maid,
and so,
but looks pretty similar to the daughter, who's like a tennis person.
Yeah, that just kind of took me back a little bit. But
yeah, he's like the owner of a company, like a very successful company. He's got this like big mansion. He's got this like crazy like server room and surveillance room and like a butler type deal.
I don't really care for that aspect.
I wonder why he did it though. Like, cause he doesn't really like use his money a whole lot in this. Was it because of the mall? They like build a mall so that they could have a hideout under that. Is he like funding that? Cause like that's not a big part of his character. I feel like.
I think he is funding it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That must be why.
Oh, hold up, real quick.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, they have a butler.
Yeah.
His name is Dunford.
That's a good butler name.
I think it's a great butler.
Dunford is so good.
If I ever got a butler, I'd be like, can I call you Dunford?
That's your name.
Yeah.
Dunford. That's good.
And then this vampire dude was just like in his house.
Yeah, I would be more worried.
Like, I'd be like, what the hell?
You need to chill out. Or at least like come in as a bat and they're like, holy shit, there's a bat. And then he turns into a man,
Yeah.
Because he just like immediately reveals that he's a vampire. But yeah, issue 2, his name is Zechariah. He's the vampire.
Good vampire name.
That is a good vampire name. How does he come up with these good names?
I don't know. He's one of the best.
He actually is. Like a lot of his invincible characters.
Rexplode. Duplicate.
Duplicate was great.
Incredible.
Yeah.
And her brother Multipal.
I forgot about Multipal.
Multipal is.
Are we gonna see Multipal in season 3? You think?
I hope so.
When do we see? Does he play? Does he become a prevalent character?
No.
Okay.
The best part is just finding out his name is Multipal.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Adam Eve. Good name.
Yeah.
So Zechariah, who's the vampire, and Gary, they start like superhero training. They get a Wolfman suit from Art. The same fucking an Art appearance. It was
Art
so
the
exciting.
Taylor cameo.
Art the Taylor from Invincible.
I forgot.
So exciting.
I forgot this is actually in the same universe.
I know.
And so when I saw that like strip mall, I'm like,
I was like, oh, they got Mark Hamill. Like,
I like totally heard his voice in my head when reading this. And his fucking suit is sick, dude.
God, this suit is so good.
It's so fucking dumb, but it's sick.
I like that they're just like, yeah, he invented these like gauntlets that absorb moonlight, like whatever that fucking means.
They store it, dude, for when he needs it later.
So that he can use the moonlight.
So he uses it during the day.
During the day, he just tailors for like proms and shit. You know? And so it's like, damn, this guy must be real fucking smart.
He's like doing incredible science.
Yeah. So, but like when he turns back into a person, he like doesn't need to rest necessarily. Like he like reverts back to like,
it's like just sleeping for him. Yeah.
Which I think is kind of an interesting take, but yeah. So he gets a suit. They start building like a secret hideout under a mall. And then the Wolfman has his first superhero team up when he fights alongside the Actioneers. They're fighting this like goopy sort of monster. And then later that night, Gary can't control turning into the Wolfman, which scares his wife. And then he kills one of the Actioneers, and his name is Sergeant Superior. And that's pretty much this issue.
I don't know how he just started like becoming conscious as like a wolf, training. Like, I feel like that it's kind of like quite a skip.
The idea is that there's one transformation that he can't control and he doesn't like remember, and that's the one that's like at the first full moon or whatever. But the other ones he's training to turn into the Wolfman.
Yeah, I guess so.
Because the other 2 appearances before this, it was the ones that he like can't control, and he like has to turn into the Wolfman,
right?
And like run around.
The way that Zachariah is written by like Kirkman, you just like know you're not supposed to trust this dude.
But that's the thing,
there's really not any like red flags. Really, you're just like, all right, there's just something up here.
Yeah, and I think he's probably the most interesting character in this because I find myself not trusting him, and then he'll like explain something and I'm like, okay, that checks out. That's probably why he was sketchy. And then I trust him, and then something else happens and I'm like, he's sketchy again, and then he explains it and I'm like, okay, that makes sense.
I always thought Robert Kirkman was so good at just explaining the villain side. Yeah. And you're like, yeah, I get that.
Yeah, totally. And I get that here. I'm like, I end up empathizing with him, and I'm like, yeah, totally, that sucks for him, But yeah, and this is a great twist at the end. Like I like seeing the Invincible sort of gore.
Yeah.
In this too, and he
and
kills
like the torso punch.
The hand's going straight through. Yeah. So pretty cool.
So he like went automatically to just crime fighting and saving people.
Yeah.
And now it's just like, didn't he just kill a guy like earlier? Like that was just tending to his garden, his roof garden.
Yeah, he didn't know that though.
Yeah, no.
I don't think he is aware of that, like him doing that.
Yeah.
So, because he doesn't remember when he's like forcibly turned into Wolf-Man. But yeah, it is interesting.
Zachariah, he can travel by mist.
Yeah, there's some new vampire powers that drop
Yeah.
in this because he turns into mist. I thought you could only turn into a vampire or a bat, but he does both.
And then
what's up?
My brain rotted ass.
Okay.
So someone brought the boom.
How many booms were we giving that?
Boom.
Dude, when we were doing the wedding tasting, we were trying all the things and I'm like, babe, how many booms do you give that? And there's like other people at the table with us.
And they just were like, boom,
I'm just fucking around.
Boom.
She tries like the carved meat and I was like, that's 5 big booms. She's like, yeah, that's 5 big booms. And we write down on the little thing that they gave us, we were like, boom, times 5. We were being so stupid.
they like take that as like
I give that 5 big booms. Thanks for that.
They take it for feedback. They're like, this one got 5 big booms, guys. Good job.
There's a lot of 1 boomers there.
Yeah,
unfortunately, but yeah. Sophie just found out about Costco guys like last week, so I get to re-explore that meme with her.
Yeah, she's in the Renaissance.
What do you think about the designs of the actioneers? And there's one that's obviously the coolest. Or like one character that's coolest. I don't know about like their design, but
is it the blue guy?
No,
it's not the blue guy. Oh, is it Mechanical Maid or whatever?
Mecha Maid. Mecha Maid's the coolest one here.
Yeah, and Mecha Maid's a little sad later.
Yeah, I know. He does that thing where he's like, "Oh, let me give a little bit of depth to these characters."
Yeah,
and then we'll come back to it. But yeah, she has like these powers to like create technology out of her arm, kind of like a cyborg type deal from like the cartoon. But it seems like she's creating technology and she can like use it because they fight this like goopy monster and she creates a jar or like a thing to like contain it.
She created a jar?
She created like a container. I don't know what you want to call it. Whatever this is, you know?
No, the Ghostbusters created that first. That's probably what that is.
Well, she knows how to make it out of her arm.
Maybe she had it already.
Oh, maybe.
So
she's
after
like,
maybe
I'll need a jar.
After they fight the goopy monster, Wolfman just dips.
Yeah,
he's like antisocial. And there's like a dumb joke in there where he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna go home early, so at least for one night, I'm not in the doghouse." And I'm like,
I didn't catch that. I actually missed that.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, it is funny that he like didn't want to socialize. He's like, all right,
that's what I would do.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah, totally.
Like I'm not gonna be like, "Good job," you know. All right, 3.
So issue 3. So Zechariah tells Gary that he will lose control of his transformation the first full moon of every month. And so he kind of knew that this was going to happen, but he wanted Gary to like respect this power that he has. So he kind of let him loose, but he just didn't know he was going to kill somebody. So Gary doesn't tell his wife this. And then Gary continues training with Zechariah. And after stopping a villain named Thrillkill, Wolfman is confronted by other werewolves, like a big pack of them. And they're calling him like weird things like the Elder Brood, and they have some beef with Zechariah. And then the next day, Gary loses his company and he's evicted from his mansion home.
Dude, it's kind of crazy. Like comics are like kind of like an escape, you know? And so I never want to read like someone having like money problems, you know? Like, who put this reality in my escapism? You know?
Come on. He like, they have to like talk about cutting the maid and shit like that.
Yeah.
I think one of the funniest panels is like there's this big moment and it's just his butler saying that he's getting evicted, but it's like such a big panel for like such a silly face, I think. And I'm like, what a silly panel.
He gets a car to drive around in.
Yeah.
I think we should call it the Wolf Wagon.
Wolf Wagon's good. I like that.
That's once I got that, I stopped thinking about it.
Another good Robert Kirkman villain name, Thrillkill.
It's not bad.
I like that one a lot.
The design is very 90s looking.
Yeah, it
is. It looks like they're just drawing and didn't stop, you know.
I like I've always liked a blade that like comes off the forearms. Yeah. So I like the Batman ones.
One of the best places for a blade.
Yeah.
Arguably.
Good blade placement.
The thing that with his writing that will come eventually is that there will be like a big exposition dump.
Yeah.
You know, there'll be just like 10 like word bubbles all connected together, and it's someone explaining themselves like the way Zechariah does. And I'm like, okay, here we go.
You know, he does like he does cram it all into like one or like a couple panels, you know, and like a couple bubbles as well, like when it's lettered.
So Zechariah knew about his like roid rages or whatever, and he just like hid the body.
Yeah.
I was like, what do you mean?
That was like one of the things I was like, that's sketchy that he could just find Sergeant Superior just like that.
And knew what to do.
But he's helping out Gary at the same time.
It's not like, oh no, a body. What do I do with this body?
And then he confronts Gary and he's like, do you want to tell the public that you killed him?
Yeah.
And he's like, nope, I don't. So, but he also makes him feel pretty like okay about it, because he's like, I'm a vampire. I have bloodlust too. You know, I like struggled with it and I have to figure out, you know, my whole life revolves around it. So I wanted to help you control yours. And I'm like, that's a pretty good guy thing to do. You know, maybe I should trust him. And so this is like one of the instances where I'm just going back and forth on Zechariah.
Yeah. So this is kind of like a violent book, you know?
Yeah.
There's worse, of course, but when you kind of establish yourself as like a very violent book, I feel like you kind of have to almost maintain that, you know? In some panels, I'm just like that didn't really live up to it, you know? Like there's like this one where he's just getting like scratched in the side.
Yeah.
He's like, what? Ah.
Yeah.
And then that's enough. I guess this scrape was enough to break his armor and then also
gush a bunch of blood.
Yeah. And also break skin or whatever.
Yeah. It's interesting because when he's fighting this like thrill kill guy, I think this is like a pretty good action sequence, because you see kind of the flow of him like dropping a woman off the building, and then he has to like dive, grab thrill kill and grab the woman. You see all that. But there's a part where he smashes Throwkill's face in like the building as he's like trying to slow down his fall.
That's fun.
And I'm like, that's fun, but there's no gore there. But when he gets scratched like a little bit later, it's like so much blood.
But there should be like so much blood, like just like up the wall.
Yeah, up the wall and shit. If this is like an Invincible book, it's like there's blood everywhere, you know? So it is kind of interesting how,
like, what if he wasn't like invulnerable?
Yeah, he would have killed that man.
He was just big. Yeah.
Yeah.
His like
He's
skull
lucky.
was just scraped apart side of a building.
Yeah. Issue 4. So Gary's kid, I think her name's Chloe, is shown the Wolf-Man. They've been keeping it a secret from her this whole time. And they show her the secret layer. And that
I like his Nike tank.
he does. Yeah, I saw that too.
I was like, is that allowed?
I guess he just like, yeah, I don't know. When he's lounging as the Wolf-Man, does he like get a different size?
Is Nike okay with the Wolf-Man, a murderer?
Yeah,
like, wearing their threads?
Is this how they want to represent their brand?
Yeah.
But yeah, they show Chloe the Wolf-Man and the secret layer that they have, and that puts a strain on their relationship.
Sometimes his face just kind of looks like a bear. Do you get that? Like that tank picture?
The tank picture? It does. His face doesn't look as long in this, does it?
Yeah, not too much of like a snout.
Yeah.
You know?
No, I didn't notice that at the time, but yeah, I see what you're saying.
Like sometimes.
Wolfman is attacked by more of those werewolves. Zechariah comes in to save Wolfman, but we find out Zechariah ate the children of one of the werewolves there out of like a bloodlust that he has. Wolfman fake kills Zechariah. Then when the wolves leave, Zechariah explains to Gary that wolves do terrible things too out of bloodlust. And
I guess like the wolf blood like lasts a little bit longer for him, or like it like dampens his like bloodlust
it
for
stops
longer.
the bloodlust for longer. So, and then
I like how he like Count Dooku executed him.
Yeah, he does
with
like
his claws.
I don't understand this vampire power, because he definitely like chops his head off, and the werewolf's like, "All right, cool, thanks for killing him. We're gonna go now."
Like, oh, we're gonna take his body. He's like, no.
But then and he's like, no, I'll take care of the body. Let me do it. But then he like mists away, and then he's chill again. So
I don't know.
But yeah, the Actioneers then find a video evidence of Wolfman killing Sergeant Superior, and they're like, all right, we gotta go get that guy. But it turns out Sergeant Superior is actually alive, and he's a hostage in Zechariah's basement.
And he's got no wound.
Yeah, no wound. He's all healed.
Uh-oh.
So that's another crazy twist.
Yeah.
And immediately I'm like, oh, he's bad again. You know, because this
is a bad Zechariah
he did a pretty
issue.
good job explaining himself, or like why he like ate, you know, some children, some werewolf children. And he's like, oh, I really didn't want to, but it's like my bloodlust or whatever, you know. And it's interesting because Wolfman doesn't really know who to trust, or like, I don't know who I would trust in this situation, because the wolves clearly have a good reason to not like Zechariah. But then the rebuttal and explanation from him is like pretty believable as well. So I'm like, this is tough.
Yeah, it's definitely, you almost like choose your own side in a way.
Yeah. And then Zechariah is like, I was out of control like you, which is why I decided I wanted to train you to help you be better so you don't have to go through what I had to go through. And I'm like, that's a pretty noble thing to say and do. So I don't know.
I think one of the other werewolves' name was Jacob.
Yeah, there was a Twilight reference in there.
Hold on. When did this come out?
Come on. Yeah. Twilight definitely came out
doing
before.
The math.
No, Twilight, the book came out before, for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know the movie, but how does this fake kill work?
Crossover, dude. Twilight crossover.
Dude, can you imagine? Wolfman, Zechariah versus...
That would make the Twilight movies like all better.
Oh, that'd be so cool.
Dude, I keep watching like a random one with Sarah.
Random Twilight?
Yeah, because she just like will throw it on, and then I'm like, oh, I don't remember what happens in this one. Maybe I'll watch this one, and this one will be good. No, none of them are good. Like, it's so hard.
They're so popular.
I don't know why. People who watch it know they're bad,
Yeah.
And I like forget everything that happens, And so I'm like slightly engaged when she puts them on. I'm like, oh, I don't remember this part.
I only remember the baseball scene.
The first one.
Is that the first one?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
One of the better scenes, I would say.
It reminds me of like when X-Men play baseball,
Yeah, yeah.
And then I remember the fake out at like the end. So I think I just remember the first parts of the first movie.
That's the very last one.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of gray area in the middle
like,
there.
What, 2 movies in between there?
It's like you're in a coma for a couple years.
Yeah, exactly.
Issue 5?
Issue 5. So the Actioneers create a plan to hunt after the Wolfman. They're like, we're not going to report this because I want Wolfman all for myself. I don't want the Guardians of the Globe or anything coming after him. Gary finds out that being an elder brood means that you're like a rarer, stronger breed of werewolf that came from an elder werewolf. But there's not a whole lot of elder brood out there. And so he's like, why am I an elder brood? And Zechariah's like, I don't know. I don't know why they work like that. But the next full moon, Gary straps himself to like a trap so that he can't leave or hurt anybody. But this scares the shit out of his daughter again. That's pretty much.
She's always walking in at like the worst times.
I know. I'm like, just go to your room.
Yeah.
We see some like mecha maid lore, and she's like easily becomes the most interesting one here.
Yeah. Well, I just like never get anything more on her.
Yeah, we probably won't.
So there's like a dumb robot that's like causing a ruckus.
Mm-hmm.
And there's like a woman with like her daughter, and it turns out that it's Mecha Maid that's like
creating,
has like a hologram disguise of her being like a woman and then a hologram daughter.
Yeah,
but like the daughter is like almost like sentient, like it's like AI or something. And because like the daughter is like, am I gonna go away now, mommy?
Yeah, she's like, I hate it when I go away.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Jesus,
it just fucking like zaps like that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, is she like
Is she like a hologram?
Is she like programming her to talk like that? That's
crazy. I don't know. It's like there's clearly some like weird turmoil internally there.
And then she like snaps out of it and goes back to her like robot form to fight this other bad robot.
Yeah.
And shit. And I was like, holy fuck, this was a really cool page.
Yeah, I know. I was like, sweet. So she's cool. And I like when she, I don't know, it's just fighting in general. It's pretty sweet. So the Chloe is always walking in at like the worst times, but I do think that there's like some pretty solid family drama in here too, which I think is needed for a monster type character. Because if everything, like if his family was like all chill with everything, I would have been like, all right, well, that's nice, but it adds a little bit more weight when there's tough stuff going on with like the daughter and everything.
And you like Kid Thor?
Yeah, he gets approached by some people. What was that organization called?
Capes Incorporated.
So that's all of the superheroes that are like registered or like they work for the government?
They work for Capes.
They work for Capes.
Yeah.
Just like the Justice League or?
It's like if the Justice League paid.
Okay.
And had, pensions.
Yeah, Kid Thor. I'm like, okay.
So it's got like benefits and stuff. And so he's going to end up working there, I guess.
Yeah, because he needs a job.
Yeah.
He didn't have any money saved away, I guess, being a super successful businessman.
I guess not. Yeah. Like the what sucks about that is like, that he's like stressed out about what's going on, but there's not enough details to know what the fuck's going on.
Yeah.
So it's like hard for me to care.
I'm like, yeah, dude, you have a crazy secret lair.
Yeah. I'm like, you have a fucking mansion.
You just bought this like,
how did this go badly?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you built like a giant underground mall, you know?
Totally. And I'm like, I think you're good here for a bit. So.
Oh, dude.
So it'd be weird for him to just get a day job,
There's like a little thing where like a little detail where Zachariah was like controlling all the construction workers who were building that like cave, like the wolf cave.
Was that him doing that?
I guess so. And then he was able to wipe their memories so they like didn't know what happened.
I didn't know what that was.
I was like, okay.
Maybe a bit of a...
like, I didn't even fucking think about
bit
that.
of a stretch. Like, can you just do that anytime?
He's like, don't worry, they're well paid and they think they're working on a mall or whatever.
Yeah. Which it does end up becoming a mall, but I'm like, how do you hypnotize people, you know?
Like, I never thought about like who built the Batcave, you know?
Yeah, I know. Even if they weren't like, oh, we'll just have these guys build it. They don't know what they're building, you know? I would have been like, okay, fine.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Do you think the actioneers have a right to like want revenge?
I thought that was cool. I thought that was, I like that they made the conscious decision to just like not report it. And they're like, let me give this guy a fucking piece myself.
Let's fucking kill him.
Yeah. He killed our friend. Let's fucking murder that guy. So I thought that was cool. And it makes sense to not bring in like bigger superheroes and stuff. So
did you say that he was going to hunt down the elder that like turned him?
Did he say that?
It seems like that was like kind of like the plan. Like they were trying to figure out like,
I thought they're
going to get to that point.
I just know that Zechariah was like, I don't know, I did it. I don't know why they act. And then they just kind of like left it at that. I assume it would come in later because it's like a big part of his origin. It's just like apparently some random werewolf.
Like he was almost like chosen.
Yeah.
And so it's
like,
we
don't know the context of when he got mauled by a wolf. We thought it was just a regular wolf.
Yeah.
Know? But apparently he was chosen. So then issue 6, Gary overhears that his daughter like hates him now and is scared of him. And he's like, man, that sucks. And so when he goes to blow off some steam as the Wolfman, he fights a villain. And that is what ends up attracting the actioneers to fight him. Wolfman and the actioneers kind of fight for a bit, which gets, pretty bloody. But it's broken up when Sergeant Superior comes in and reveals that he is alive, but also now a vampire. And then we also see Gary's wife get dinner with some dude named Nathan, some damn scumbag.
Yeah.
She's cheating on him.
Fuck Nathan.
Yeah, fuck that guy. He looks like a fucking loser too, which doesn't help.
Yeah, like all Nathans.
Yeah, all Nathan. Apparently, they're just all scumbags, homewreckers.
Dude.
So yeah, this is when we get the Mecha Maid lore. I was a little bit early on that, but yeah, still pretty cool.
So there's like a bit where they go to like a tennis match.
Yeah.
And there's like smaller panels, like when they're coming home from it.
Oh yeah.
And he like just draws like their eyes like smaller.
Yeah.
And they're just like dots.
Yeah.
And I just thought it looked really funny.
The dots on Chloe, yeah.
Yeah, because like she's
like,
have like eyebrows or anything, so she kind of looks like Baymax or something.
Yeah, I guess he was kind of running out of room on the paper, so he's like, I guess dots will have to do.
Yeah, it's valid. You can't just draw like eyes on every single person.
I think this villain design for the random dude that he was kind of beaten up, which attracts actioneers, is a bit weak.
Yeah, it's just a
buff dude with some tubes coming out of him for some reason.
See that all the time. I don't love, but I also kind of love like the monster of the week aspect of this. How there's always like one throwaway like villain that's in these, you know, because there's like some good ideas in there, but if you don't like it, he's not going to be there very long, you know.
So you do like it, or you're like, is it?
It's a love hate kind of thing.
Yeah,
because like you're saying, like
this one feels like he just needs someone to punch to like bring the action or get the attention of the actioneers.
Yeah, because then it would just be all talking in this book.
Because I think it could have been Wolfman trying to blow off some steam by just like jumping around or whatever, and then Mecha Maid sees him while she's walking around with her weird fake daughter.
Yeah,
and that could have just been enough to get everybody together. But I guess they wanted some more action, which I appreciate. So yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I guess it
seems like it'd make more sense like that. Patrolling teams would end up fighting like the same villain or whatever.
Yeah. Did you like the twist?
No, we got it.
At the end, he's a vampire now. Did you assume that happened when you saw him before?
Yes. I'm like, oh, this dude's definitely a blood bag.
Yeah. But it's interesting because I'm like, why is he free? Because I thought Zechariah was just going to use him as just like food for however long he can get out of him,
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm like, did he escape? A lot of questions, but good questions.
Yeah.
So issue 7. So Sergeant Superior reveals that Zechariah turned him into a vampire to save him after Wolfman attacked him accidentally. So Wolfman leaves and he goes to yell at Zechariah for not telling him about Sergeant Superior. And then they like break up as partners before Gary can like explain himself. Gary then goes to his wife, who's already packing up to leave Gary. And Gary promises to like fix their relationship. He's like, I won't, fuck this up. But then when Zechariah shows up to the lair to try to talk to his wife to convince Gary to partner back up, She like gets mad, scratches Zechariah. Zechariah turns like angry and bloodlusted. He hits her in one swipe, like breaks her neck, which he didn't mean to do.
It like twists all around.
Yeah,
it's
and
like crazy.
Like 360
I'm
type
like, Jesus.
shit. I'm like, what the hell? What a hit. And so he's like really remorseful about that. And to save Gary's wife, Zechariah has to turn her into a vampire now. But then Wolf-Man walks in and he's like, what the fuck did you do to my wife? Understandably. And then Zechariah gets away, and then Gary's daughter walks in the worst time and just sees Wolf-Man with her bloody mother.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Jesus Christ. And then to close out, we see all the Actioneers have been murdered and turned into vampires, and Sergeant Superior is like reporting to Zechariah. But now Zechariah is having like second thoughts about whatever his grand plan is. And he's like, oh, I don't know if we should be doing this. A little bit fucking late, it seems like.
They got a lot to fucking eat today.
Yeah. Yeah. So wild turn of events, you know. I think if I were to continue this, I probably won't. But I think one of the more interesting things to like see how that turns out is like Gary's wife's sort of reaction to being a vampire now, because that wasn't like her choice, you know.
Yeah. Man, he was like really only trying to like save her, but I don't know if he got like enough to like save her, because she still looks pretty fucking dead.
She does. I mean, how long does it take to turn into a vampire? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know if there's like a turnaround after you get sucked off or whatever.
How long
when you get drained?
Yeah. How long till
when you get sucked dry?
From being sucked dry, how long does that take? I don't know. I assume it would take like at least a little bit
when
of time.
when he was like attacked by the Elder Brood or whatever, that seemed like it took like a day for it to kick in.
Yeah.
You know?
But he wasn't like dead at the same time too.
And Sergeant Superior, he was
pretty much dead.
Gone for a couple days.
Yeah.
And so maybe like the healing time takes a minute.
Yeah. So maybe Rebecca will come back.
Why would she be bloody if he was sucking the blood out, you know? Just for theatrics?
Was she still alive? Well, she was bloody from the mouth from getting slapped in the face, but she does get really bloody, doesn't she?
Yeah, it's like a pool of blood, you know?
Yeah. It does seem like an excessive amount of blood on the floor.
I get for setting up, you know, whatever's going on. But
so do you think Zechariah's just trying his best and he just kind of panics in the moment here? Or do you think he has something that's like pretty evil going on that like, even if he is bloodlusted, it doesn't work?
If I know Robert Kirkman, there's something that we have not even gotten close to.
Yeah.
That is like fucked up.
That'll prove him as like a terrible person.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we'll probably end up being like a big bad, you know, for the first half of this series.
Yeah. That makes sense. So all the Actioneers have turned into vampires. Actually, they instantly turn into vampires because they start getting up.
Yeah, that was pretty quick.
But Mecha Maid is dead. Because that's a fucking robot. You can't turn her into a vampire, dude.
Yeah, dude. So we don't get any more Mecha Maid shit.
No more Mecha Maid weird lore.
There's just like this throwaway thing that was like the saddest thing in the book.
I know. Yeah, the saddest, most interesting thing in the book, and now she's dead. Probably. So poor Mecha Maid.
So I guess Zechariah, he was actually stronger than normal because he was sucking like Sergeant Superior's blood. And so I guess he kind of takes on some of the strength or whatever.
Yeah.
So when he
that is an
fucking backhands a woman, he accidentally kills her.
Yeah.
You know?
Maybe you shouldn't hit a woman.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Little lesson there.
Maybe
you're super fucking strong.
Maybe that's my advice.
I feel like vampire strength could probably do that too, but
vampire strength or not, don't hit a woman. That's what I say.
Yeah.
I don't know about you.
Good rule of thumb.
Yeah. So
if I turn into a vampire, I will not hit women.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Only men. Only accidentally break the necks of men.
Anyway, let's get into some fucking back matter.
Back matter matters.
Back matter matters.
Lots of back matter here.
There's some great quality back matter here.
We get so much. We get some, notes from Robert Kirkman. He's like, here's some initial designs and stuff. It seems like all the artists that he works with have a pretty good sense of humor, because the first design that he was sent was like a wolf with like a man's head.
And he's smoking.
And he's like smoking. And I'm like, that's a good design too. That would have been fun.
I love when like a design sketch is in blue for some reason.
Yeah.
I'm like, I need a blue colored pencil.
Yeah, blue colored pencil goes hard.
It'll make me a better drawer.
So yeah, we see all the different like initial designs for the Wolf-Man and like the different types of proportions.
Dude, he draws science dog.
He does.
He thought that was gonna get past
Robert
him.
Kirkman said in this that he wanted like the mask on Wolf-Man, but then he like realizes that why would a big Wolf-Man wear a mask to like conceal his identity?
Why do the turtles wear masks?
So we know who's who. That's literally why.
No, it's to conceal their identity so people don't know that they're turtles.
We don't know which one it is. So yeah, there's some pretty fun stuff here. And then we get a couple different designs for a suit, which is cool. They end up like combining a version, like 2 different versions to get the final one, which is such a cool design.
Yeah.
And then some more commentary on all the characters, what they wanted Zechariah to look like. I don't know if I completely love the Zechariah design because he's just like a guy. But I think that was the point at the same time.
He's a guy with a beard.
He's a guy with a beard, but some of these look a little bit too vampire-y, so I understand why they wouldn't want to do that.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a conflicting sort of thought in my head.
I think a beard is good to spin on it,
Yeah, I like a beard.
Because as soon as I see one of these designs without like facial hair, I'm like, that just looks
I feel like all the
too stereotypical.
All the slicked back hair and like, sunglasses or whatever, it's like, okay, we're just Blade, and then
yeah.
So I think it's good to have like, the beard to make it look like a normal guy, but he doesn't have a whole lot of vampire-ish attributes outside of that. So he just ends up looking like just, I don't know, like Nate Bargatze or something.
Yeah.
So, but yeah. And then we get some designs for the actioneers. Pretty fun. And then some pencils and sort of cover designs and stuff. But yeah, really good back matter for this book.
Yeah.
So what would you rate this book, Daniel?
I've not thought about it.
I've not either.
How
much blood? How much blood
buckets of blood you give it? So I give it like a large popcorn.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of like a popcorn movie in a way, but it's really like a popcorn comic.
Mm-hmm.
But I also say that because popcorn is kind of like empty calories. You know? Like
that's great.
Like it's caloric and bad, but I don't know if it like gives me like energy like nutrition,
Yeah.
And so that's what I think of for some reason. But a large, and it's delicious.
Yeah.
Got some butter on there, some seasoning.
I think it's probably the best comparison.
You ever like go to like an earlier movie and like you don't eat that day and you just have popcorn, and then you try like walking around
the way you feel like your legs are weak.
Yeah, they don't work.
Yeah,
it's like I need to sit down.
This is morning movie popcorn for sure. It's great. It's delicious and it's exactly what I wanted.
Yeah,
at the time.
You're like not fueled by any means.
Yeah, but it's not like high art, but it's not trying to be at the same time. So it's perfect for like what it is. I think it's way more interesting and better than I thought it was going to be. Actually,
yeah.
Even though I knew like Jason Howard kills it, like some of the characters and stuff in here kind of surprised me. So
yeah, like I don't think
pleasantly surprised.
I don't think I would enjoy any other werewolf book more.
I agree. I would be surprised if there's any werewolf book I liked more. Any vampire. This is my favorite vampire, I think.
This is the bottom of the barrel kind of shit.
Yeah.
You like a misty vampire?
I guess so. But I normally hate vampires.
I didn't know that about
And so when I saw there was a vampire in this, I was like, Jesus Christ.
I knew
I was like, fuck me, man. And then I was like, okay.
The thing is that like we haven't even like scratched the surface of vampire books.
I know, but I normally don't like them.
Yeah.
So
anyway,
it's a testament in and of itself that I even like the vampire dude. So
yeah.
But anyway, let's go into the pull lists.
Shove in your box. The pull list. What did you shove in your box? What are you getting this week, Nathan?
I don't know.
Are you getting Absolute Batman number 4?
Of course.
Are you getting
oh shit?
Are you getting the Lucky Devils number 1?
I don't know what that is.
Nathan.
No, that's the Charles Soule one, right?
Charles Soule, Ryan Brown.
With Ryan Brown. Oh fuck, I'm definitely getting that.
Definitely getting that. I'll get you copies
Dude,
of those.
I'm so fucking sad I forgot the comics that you gave me at Mom's house. I gotta go
you
get
still
those.
Haven't gotten them?
I haven't gotten them yet, dude. I haven't had the chance to like, well, let me just drive 15 minutes.
Yeah.
But whatever.
That's funny. Did you read anything else, Nathan? Have you read 7 issues?
I've been doing a book a day.
A book a day. Let's hear him. What have you been reading?
I read...
Keeping you accountable.
Both Absolute Wonder Woman and Absolute Batman number 2.
Okay.
The 2s for both of them. Absolute Wonder Woman is so good.
Is it?
It's great.
Is number 2 better than number 1?
Yeah.
Ah, crap. I gotta get back.
There's like a big monster, and I'm like, that's a fucking cool big monster. Some with Kelly Thompson and big monsters. Like
she loves big monster
over the last year. Because like there's a big like the Cole looking kind of monster.
Hell yeah, dude.
Not like looking, but like it's got the same aura. You know what I mean?
Like the note was like, look at the Cole.
Yeah.
Know?
And Hayden Sherman has been doing a lot of comics lately because he has the Into the Unbeing. He like did that one. He's doing this, and he has like a Batman book coming out. And I don't know how he's doing all this.
Yeah,
I assume he's getting off Absolute Wonder Woman at some point, which is a real shame because the look of that book looks like, you know, hieroglyphic sort of art sometimes, or like, I don't know how to describe it, but it looks like it would art you find like on like a wall. So like somebody like Aztec art, I would say.
Okay.
Yeah, that's probably what I'm looking for.
I was like, a lot of art's on a wall, actually.
There's some Steve Trevor in here, and I think their relationship's really interesting in this too. So I'm pleasantly surprised by how much I'm liking this.
How'd you feel about Absolute Batman #2?
Not as strong.
Yeah.
But I don't know where they're going.
But you get that fucking Batmobile, dude.
That Batmobile's pretty fucking good. I'm back in. I was like reading it, and I was like,
they
this
reveal
is
it in the
fun.
last page, don't they?
Last couple pages for sure.
Yeah.
I think the last page was like a flashback, but yeah, I think there wasn't as much building. I think the first issue was like a double size, so it feels like there's a lot more there.
Mm-hmm.
And this one is just like continuing, and Alfred trying to figure out kind of what he's about. He's supposed to be off of this mission, I guess, now, but I still enjoy it for sure. There's
I think
Gotham
3
Towers
is
in
in
this.
that. I think issue 3 is in that bag.
Yeah, I think so too.
Mhm.
So I would have read that, but
Yeah, I read 2 and 3 of that.
nice.
Good stuff.
Did you like 3?
Let's see what happened. I was really tired. You know, I was reading those not in the best like headspace.
Mhm.
It was like the last thing I did before bed. I'm like, I gotta get this fucking
Issue a day.
like I'm behind. I need to catch up. You know. And so I read those, and then I think because I was tired, I was like
Let's
a
get through
little
this.
less patient with it.
Yeah,
But I'm still gonna give it like the arc, and then decide from there.
yeah, for sure.
Probably 5, I guess, would be an arc.
I read Justice League Unlimited #1. Mark
Yeah.
Waid, Dan Mora.
A lot of characters.
A lot of characters. I enjoyed it though.
Yeah,
I like the chaos of a lot of characters. You know, I think they are very focused on that
Makes
sort of
sense,
feeling.
yeah.
Because apparently, like every superhero is like a Justice Leaguer right now, and Red Tornado is just kind of pointing people in different directions. You read it, right?
yeah, just #1.
I love the Blue Beetle design. I don't know if you like specifically recognize it, but he kind of has like a Spider-Man approach, and I'm like, this looks great.
Is it just normal?
Just bigger
Jaime?
eyes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Jaime Reyes, but like some bigger eyes, some more space sort of in the face area, I
I
guess.
don't think I noticed.
But yeah, I like it. I think it's cool.
You gonna keep going?
Yeah, I think so. I had a fun time. I read JSA #2.
I think JLU #2 came out,
Okay.
so I'll write that down for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Kisses.
I gotta I gotta set up the shipping thing.
Anyway,
And then JSA #2, Jeff Lemire.
yeah.
I think I agree with you.
Okay. I told you, dude. You
There
were
wasn't
like,
as
what?
much. There wasn't as much spice. I don't know. It was just like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
And I was like, what's happening?
Mhm.
And it wasn't as interesting. So, I don't
Yeah.
know. Should I give it one more? Probably not.
You don't got that much.
We'll see. But yeah,
We'll see.
definitely lost a lot of steam there.
Mhm.
But we need more entries for Nacho series for the end of the next year. So maybe
Just
I'll
give it the arc.
Yeah, I'll give it the arc, and then that'll truly.
Dang, giving Jeff Lemire a Nacho series.
That would be crazy, wouldn't it? But I trust him to ramp it up a little bit more. I think he has some sort of a plan. But
Yeah.
that one's one where there's a lot of characters and they all try and feel kind of relevant, and I don't think it works as much. So
Sure. I don't think he would do a big 2 thing unless he had something.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
You know, so.
Because I think he spends a lot of his Big 2 career trying to not do Big 2 things almost. Like,
right, yeah.
like he has
Trying to
really
get-
good
trying
Big
to
2
get out of it.
stuff, but I don't know. Maybe that's unfair to say because he has a lot of really good and passionate Big 2 projects, I think. But
Right.
and then I read TMNT #2, and I have 3 and 4 on top of the
Michelangelo
Pod remix.
one?
That Michelangelo one.
Yeah.
He's like a big movie star, and he's like, man, I forget how to even be a ninja. And then some ninjas attack him, and he's like, I could probably be a ninja.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty fun.
Was Lee Weeks on that one?
That one is Raphael Albuquerque.
That's what I'm thinking of. Yeah.
Yeah. And you said, I think I was trying to remember what you said about it, but he said like his turtle looks weird, I think.
I didn't like his forehead. His forehead's
didn't-
kind of tall in that one.
It is a little bit tall. Yeah, I think the eyes are like a little bit closer to like the mouth, where the mouth like kind of expands the face, and then
That
there's
too.
there's just a lot of forehead. But I didn't really mind anything the design, and I still enjoy
The
what's
third,
going on with it.
whoever's on the third one is really fucking good.
Yeah,
Is that Cliff Chang?
that one might have been Shang,
Yeah.
and then Lee Weeks is on one. You're saying?
I think I mix up Lee Weeks and Raphael Albuquerque because they're both on like Tom King Batman
Oh, yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
And so
yeah.
I just get it mixed up. But yeah, Cliff Chang's, he rules.
I was gonna read the 3 and 4 ones next. It's like on the top of the pile. Just to see. But
nice.
But yeah, that's what I read.
Good job, Nathan.
Thank you.
You're on your way.
I'm on my way to reading a bunch of books.
So Absolute Batman 2 and 3. I read Ultimate X-Men 3 and 4.
Oh, okay, nice. You're catching up.
That book's so good.
Is it?
It's so good. I'm so dumb for like
You're
falling
so dumb.
behind.
I keep telling you. Yeah, it's great.
I'm like, yeah. Then I read it. I'm like, wow, this is so good.
It's so like
so simple, yet it's just executed so well.
Yeah.
And I'm so surprised that like, I don't know what Peach Mocha's like writing history is.
Yeah.
But it seems like she's been doing it for a minute, you know?
Yeah. And I still don't really know what's going on, like necessarily.
And I'm okay with that.
And I'm cool with that too. I'm here for the ride.
Yeah. So it's just like, it's just so well done. And I'm just ultimately impressed.
I'm impressed and just glad that it exists. Cause I mean, I say it.
Yeah. I'm glad they
every
let
time.
her do this.
It's,
you know,
if Peach Momoko is going to do anything like for a big 2 company, they better be like, just do literally whatever, you know?
Yeah, and X-Men's like the perfect team for that because it's just so vast.
Yeah,
you
it's
know?
so diverse to pick like armor.
Yeah, and then you can just kind of pick and choose.
And like
stuff.
I don't even know who armor is really.
Yeah.
So
but I only want this iteration, you know?
Yeah,
I don't want to dig deeper into it.
Yeah, same.
So I hope that goes for a long time. I hope she
is on it for a long time.
Is able to keep up with that kind of pace.
Mm-hmm.
You know, with her just being mostly covers that I've seen, I wonder if it is a lot to do a monthly thing, but
yeah, I don't know.
It seems like she's up to like 10 now. So
yeah, and she's doing like
so far
things.
So good.
She's doing magic stuff and
I think it's
Marvel
like,
Snap stuff.
I think it's like a top selling book in general.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that shit's good.
Feels
and then I caught up on X Factor. So
Okay.
I read 3 through 5.
Okay.
And that book's really good. Mark Russell is so good.
Is it good?
It's so good.
Oh,
When I
cool.
read Mark Russell, I'm like, no way AI could be writing, you know? Because like,
Oh yeah,
I'm like,
totally.
I'm like, no fucking way. Like they would have like the satire
Yeah.
that he has.
Mark Russell has
and
such a
shit.
good way to like he's so good at connecting with you. It feels like almost too.
And he's like created characters for this
Oh, cool.
that just are just so Mark Russell,
Yeah.
and they're so funny. And
That is such a big praise just to say that.
yeah,
You know?
and
So I should.
so 5 is the last issue in the trade. I don't think is the best ending for like a story arc, but it feels like the overall arc wasn't that well put together, or like it didn't seem that important.
Okay.
You know, it was more like a
Here's the characters kind of deal. Or?
mission of the week kind of thing.
Okay.
You know, and so when it ended, it didn't feel like that first trade will be like a standalone kind of story almost.
Okay.
It does feel like an ongoing thing.
Hmm.
You know, but it is very good.
Cool.
The artist on that, Bob Quinn, he's awesome.
Not familiar with him.
He just does, I think he's been doing a lot of Mark Russell stuff.
Cool.
And he's perfect for that.
Cool. That's cool. I'll have to check. I mean, I have the first issue and I never got any other ones because I was like,
his like skill level is like similar to One Star Squadron, you know, like the way the characters look. Who's on
like
that?
the style of it, Steve Lieber?
Yeah.
Ish?
Steve Lieber style.
Oh, okay, cool.
And so, yeah, I like that book a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
I'm surprised.
one of 2 Marvel books that I'm reading.
Yeah, I'm like, you don't read Marvel in general. And you definitely don't read a whole lot of X-Men. So that's cool.
Yeah, this is the biggest X-Men.
You got 2 X-Men series you got.
Whoa! Who would have thunk? Who is this? What have you been watching, Nathan?
I finished Squid Game season 2.
Ooh, what do you think?
It ended so fast.
Very fast.
I was like, is there another episode?
Because I think season 1 had 9 episodes and this one had 7.
I think season 1 had 8 because I checked. And I was like,
really? Oh, okay.
Because I was like, are they just releasing all of these and then releasing like a finale?
I guess they just had so much more in the first season, and then you
It
didn't
feels
even
like
get to
it.
the games right away in season 2.
Yeah.
So.
Because I was under the impression, I just made this up, but I was like, they released the first 7 episodes, and then when everybody's getting all hype about it, they'll release the last episode. I thought that's what they were going to do, but I
season
made
3
that up.
will come out this year.
Yeah,
which is cool.
But this is such a strange ending for this season, I guess. I don't know.
I kind of like it because I'm like, oh, he's fucked, you know?
Yeah, he's totally fucked.
And so,
and then like it seems weird the number 1 sort of motivations like the whole time and like how far he was willing to let it go. And it seems like we'll probably get more of his deal in like this next season when he finally just like, I don't know, betrays him.
I wonder if season 3 will like end it. because
It seems like it will.
that could be cool.
Or if it doesn't end the show, it'll end.
His like arc.
Yeah, 456's arc.
Yeah.
Seong.
I feel like
Seong.
this property lends itself to like so many spin-offs of just like different years that they do the games.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know if like Netflix would do it, but it could be like a comic or like a book or something.
Yeah, I think
You know,
if season 3 is big enough, they'll announce like Squid Game Year 1 type shit, or like
oh, that'd be so cool.
yeah, it's like,
but
oh,
it like probably won't be like the writer or whatever.
No, it'll be somebody
I
else.
don't think he cares to do more.
Yeah.
But
I'm glad that he is like a part of this and was able to do more with it.
there'll definitely be like a drop off in like quality, I think.
Yeah, for sure.
But
And like if they do like a Year 1, it'll be like in someone's backyard or something, like
in a much superior cast of characters.
yeah. I like
Everyone's
that,
like less annoying, it seems like.
one of the elements I liked in this was that we saw
Thanos die.
I was so back and forth on Thanos this whole time because I thought he was kind of funny in some instances, and then he would rap, and I'd be like, I want this guy to die.
Can he please die in the next one?
Yeah. And then, so I was kind of back and forth on like entertainment value with him, but yeah, he did die. It's like a little fork.
I was less impressed with like the games in this one. It seemed like they were more tailored to be in that like game show that they have.
Yeah.
You know,
I disagree.
Like, because there was nothing like the glass panels.
Oh yeah.
You know
like,
what I mean?
Like,
Where
you're
it's-
just dying. Just
you only
from
die
doing the
because
game.
they shoot you.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, I
Is
see
like
what,
what the games were, you know?
I see what you mean.
Or like tug of war where you get pulled off the thing,
Yeah.
you know?
Like,
But,
you,
like, all
you
of
die
these-
from doing the games, not from like losing the games.
But
you
doing
know?
like the legged race thing where you're just playing all the games,
I like
that's going to
those.
be in the fucking, you know,
That'll be in the show for sure.
right. And so I want to like play
I-
some of those. I need to know how the fuck those work.
Dude,
That dice thing or whatever.
oh yeah.
I was like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah.
You got to balance it on
I saw someone's like Korean mother do it, and they were like, "Can you do that?"
yeah.
And she was fucking nice, dude.
Yeah. Like
She would have
that,
crushed.
like that last person who just nails
yeah,
it
yeah.
or whatever.
It was like, yeah, it seems tough.
I
What was
want-
that one with where they slap it on the ground? Dodgic or whatever.
Yeah.
The one that like gets
I
you
know.
into the game.
That seems fun.
Dude, I saw somebody on TikTok just trying it like hundreds of times. And he couldn't get it once. He was like jumping up and like slamming it down. It was so funny. And I'm like, damn, that looks actually really fucking hard. So
Yeah. I gotta.
but yeah, I liked that they like grouped people up into 5 and were like doing it. I was like really interested in all of the games like this time.
Oh, dude, the fucking shit where you have to get a team of 4 or
Yeah.
6 or whatever. Like
Yeah.
that just
Dude,
brought
that
up-
rock, and then the rock paper scissors part where it was like, I don't know, rock paper scissors and you'll be all third, and then the girl's just like standing there with her hand out and the guy just throws scissors at her. I'm like, that's cold.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was really cool. And then when number 1 like kills a guy, I'm like, does that even count? Because there's 3 people in that room. You know?
That yeah, no.
So-
Three living souls.
So I think they did a really good job of like setting up like little groups and then figuring out what it looks like when they have to break them apart. And I liked that aspect of that game in particular.
Yeah. So
And good visuals, I think, in all the games, I think. So
Yeah.
Pretty cool. I knew that the boat guy was sketchy from the beginning, and I called it. Sophie remembers.
really,
I'm like, this guy,
I thought it was fine.
I'm like, he's too nice. Why is he just letting this guy roam around?
Yeah, like the gas on the boat and shit
Yeah.
for like just going to different islands all
Yeah,
the time.
I'm like, there's no
No
way that
shot.
this guy would just be super chill like that. So,
yeah.
but yeah, I'm excited to see how it ends. If season 3 is the end.
And I caught up on Creature Commandos.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the episode that came out the day that we're recording, but
Neither have I.
okay, cool.
Fuck this show because they killed G.I. Robot.
I
dude.
know.
I'm like, what the fuck? There's no point now.
I'm still waiting on him to come back.
You better fix them somehow.
Well, he had his big moment and he's like killing Nazis or whatever. And I'm like, I want him back.
I bet the people on that in that country just like rebuild him somehow,
That'd be cool.
and then they like program him to kill his friends.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be sweet.
Be like, they're Nazis. He's like, Nazis?
Yeah, he's a fun part of this. I love David Harbour's character. in
Frankenstein? No, Frankenstein sucks.
He's so funny though.
Make sure you mention me.
Yeah, he's so funny to just like listen to like
He's
how
funny,
pathetic
but
he is.
then he sucks, you know?
He does suck. I think he obviously sucks, but he's funny in how he sucks because he's like pathetic, you know?
They're like spying on like a classroom in some bushes at a college campus.
Yeah.
And he's Frankenstein. He's like,
Yeah.
I dropped my contact. And they're like, And then it just goes back to their shit.
I just like thinking about David Harbour doing this performance, and it just makes me chuckle. Yeah, that's fun. I thought they killed fucking Frank Grillo. What's his name?
Rick
Flag Sr. I thought they killed him. And I'm like, what are we doing here?
Killed him how?
Because when he fights Frankenstein, when he fights Clayface, which was a surprising thing, it like snaps his neck.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, who's the main character of the show again? Like,
yeah,
it's crazy.
I think that all the shit with the princess should have just stayed like 2 episodes, because they like go back to that kind of shit. I'm like, this should be some other mission, I just don't like that the whole season is based around this.
It is based around her, though. Like, we don't really know what's going on with her because there's that clairvoyant vision,
Right.
So it is all revolving around her. But I like that there was
that exciting, though.
I don't think so either. That's fair. But I don't think it's supposed to be like a world ending thing.
I think it should have been more like Monster of the Week kind of thing.
I think that would get a little bit stale, though.
Or Monster every other week, I guess.
No, I like the structure of it so far. It seems like this last episode, like episode 5, I think, where they're all like split up.
Yeah.
That one was a bit of a filler, maybe.
I guess.
Because
but at least there's like origin stuff in each episode. Mm-hmm. And it's focused on each person, which is cool. I don't like that Dr. Phosphorus like just turned into a gangster after he got his powers. I'm like, this is weird.
It is weird. Because like your family died and like this is what you're doing now. I guess I don't know. He got blasted with a bunch of radiation, so maybe his whole psyche changed. But
yeah, I guess so.
Did you like the weasel origin?
Yeah, that one was pretty good.
Yeah, I thought it was fine. It was kind of what I expected as soon as I like saw the initial like flashback thing.
I kind of liked him being like this loose cannon and like insane, like because it was just such a weird addition.
Yeah,
that added like a cool dynamic to it. But
I think there's value in both.
But that now adding this like
cute
ethos that he like just loves kids or whatever.
Yeah,
I'm just like, okay, yeah, that's fine.
I just thought it was funny after watching that. Sophie was just bawling.
Yeah,
I was like,
it was sad though.
It was sad. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, what
sad
the fuck
scene.
were those like cops doing? Where they just kept shooting that thing, but there was literally like survivors.
Yeah,
that they were ignoring.
Let the thing leave and then save the people.
But it was just bizarre. Oh, then we see Batman.
We do see Batman. Our first view of Batman.
Like,
all the fucking news things were really light this week on news, and they're like, look at Batman.
Yeah, I saw it all over Twitter, but I didn't even make the connection that was from Commandos.
Yeah, so I
thought it was like
they purposefully didn't
reveal
show any designs, but he probably has short ears.
It's Batman.
Short ears over long ears. Probably.
Yeah, whatever.
But yeah, whatever.
What else did you watch?
I started Primal on HBO.
Oh, cool.
The Genndy Tartakovsky show.
Yeah. How is it?
Have you watched that?
No.
It's cool.
Yeah, I bet.
It's, he's a silent character, obviously, because he's like caveman.
Yeah, they don't know English.
Yeah, but it's exactly what you think it is, and it's pretty cool.
Nice.
There's actually a really fucking... I didn't like finish this episode because it like bummed me out.
Oh.
It was like the 3rd episode, and you just see this like group of mammoths sort of just like migrating or doing something, and one of them's clearly like sick, and he's like falling behind the herd because he's sick and like walking slower. And then...
You just had to turn it off?
Well, like, no, then the primal dude and then the dinosaur that he's buddies with fucking kill him. And I'm like, what the fuck? Why would you spend like...
Mercy killing.
And I know it's supposed to be like this probably brutal look on how nature works or whatever. So like it's effective in how it does it. But I was also just like about to go to bed. And when I saw that, I was like, all right, I'm just going to bed.
Go to bed depressed, I guess.
Yeah. So, but yeah, it's cool.
Nice.
It's definitely worth checking out because they're only like 20-minute episodes, I think.
Yeah.
So what else you watch?
I watched a movie called Strange Darling.
Okay.
It's like a low budget, like $10 million movie or $4 million movie that came out this year.
Okay.
It's awesome. I think you should watch it.
Okay. Add that to the list.
I actually made a list for you on Letterboxd.
So you're going to make me download Letterboxd.
It's all the movies I've recommended to you that you've not watched. And there's like 10 on there.
That's good. Because like last week I was like, I could watch a movie right now if I wanted to. And I didn't know which one to watch. And I was like, I should ask Daniel. And then I just started watching Primal.
And then I would just spam you with all this shit.
Yeah, I know.
Like, I have a list.
Yeah. And then I watched Godzilla -1.
So don't watch like any trailer about it. Just go in blind. That is the best way to experience that.
Cool.
I watched the trailer and I knew enough about it to want to watch it. And then I've just heard recommendations on it.
Sweet.
It's like a non-linear story.
Mm-hmm.
And things are told in like chapters. There's like 6 chapters.
Oh, I like that.
And
do they announce the chapters?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good
Town
movie.
of Cards, dude.
That's a good movie.
It fucking rules. And it's just like, there's like 10 people in the movie.
Sweet.
And it's just cool. I
That's
like it
still
a lot.
interesting.
Highly
Nice.
recommend anyone listening.
Cool.
And then I watched American Psycho because
Have you seen that?
Sarah wanted to watch it. Yeah, I've seen it.
Oh, okay. Good movie.
Have you seen it?
Yeah.
No, it's a bad movie.
They kill a dog?
Yeah, dude. His first kill, he kills a homeless guy and then he kills his dog.
I don't remember that.
And so that was early on. And Sarah's like, what the fuck? And I'm like,
He is supposed to be a bad guy.
I was like, ooh.
it was a bad
I'm like,
movie.
he's a psycho.
Yikes.
I think I liked it more the first time I watched it, but it also doesn't make a ton of sense. I like watching it.
It's so confusing.
Watching it through Sarah's eyes. I'm like, yeah. She's like, because it just ends. She's like, what the fuck was that? That movie was stupid. I'm like, why? She's like, it doesn't make any sense. I'm like, yeah, I guess not.
Because he's like a psycho. It's like he's not supposed to make sense.
Yeah.
Kind of deal.
And I'm like, what'd you want to happen? Like, I wanted him to die. I'm like, that's valid.
Yeah.
Or go to jail or something.
I remember watching it for the first time. They're talking about business cards. I'm like, what are we doing? But they're like,
I think that part's funny.
It makes sense. I think I get it. Because
I-
it's like, in a way, they're psychos like in their own way, because obsessing over like all this crazy shit, and like he
Yeah.
obsesses over shit too. It's just more about like his health and cleanliness or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And like we're kind of one and the same if you think about it, that kind of deal. But yeah,
Nathan, it's that time of year.
what time of year is it?
It's time for a 2025 comic auction. Do you remember doing this last year?
Yes,
We both had $100.
Yeah.
And I narrowed it down to about 15 books that are coming out this year.
Okay.
The auction works. We bid on each book. And if you lose the bid, you can't read it.
I forgot about that.
Or that's
Wait, do
like
you have
that-
the bid from last year? I forgot what I even.
Yeah. You want me to?
We can maybe track it down later. Let's just do the 2025 bid
Okay.
for now.
So they don't announce books that far in advance. So
No,
this is just books that come out
In 3
through
months.
through May. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. Okay.
So first book, Nathan.
Mhm.
You have $100. I forgot how I kept track of this last time.
Okay, I'll keep track of my funds.
Green Lantern, Fractured Spectrum.
I do want this book.
You do want this book.
I'll pay $10 for it.
$10, you say?
Yeah.
All right, you win.
All right, sweet.
I'm good. All right. 10 and
Okay.
Nathan, One World Under Doom.
$1.
$2.
All right, you can have it.
All right. 2 for me. Batman Hush 2.
I didn't like Hush.
I haven't even read it.
I feel like a lot of people that read a lot of comics don't really like Hush, but I'll pay $5 for it. It's Jim Lee.
Okay. Yeah.
That's
Jim
big.
Lee back.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm good with
Damn,
that.
that's a steal. That's a steal.
I don't care.
Okay.
Nathan, Ultimate Wolverine.
Shit.
I'm keeping track of it now. It's just more of like totals, I guess we had to keep track of.
Who's on Ultimate Wolverine again?
I don't know. You want me to look it up? Does that sway your opinion?
I think it does.
So
Isn't it Ben
Chris
Percy?
Condon,
Oh yeah.
Alessandro Capuccio.
Oh yeah. And he's like an X-Force type dude.
Yeah, it kind of looks like Deadpool.
Okay, I'll go $5.
I'll go $6.
8.
$8. I think you win that one.
All right, sweet. Ultimate Wolverine.
All right, Nathan. Big ticket item.
Okay.
Absolute Martian Manhunter.
Fuck, man. This is a big one.
Yeah.
I'll start the bidding at $10.
$10. I'll bump you to $12.
15.
$15, he says.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go $20. Put my money where my mouth is.
$30.
$30, he says.
$30.
All right, you win that.
Let's go. Man, I'm burning my money, dude.
Dang. The new Amazing Spider-Man, Nathan.
$5.
$5. That's probably how much it'll cost in real life, actually. I'll go $6.
It's all yours.
Ah, okay. Okay. Invincible Battle Beast.
It's Kirkman and Otley on it again, right?
Yep.
Ah, that's gonna be so cool.
That is gonna be very cool.
He's just running around finding people to fight.
Yeah.
God, that's...
All throughout the universe.
Do I have to start it every time you start this one?
$10, Nathan.
I'm gonna go with 13.
$15.
16.
17.
All right, you got it.
All right.
Fuck.
I would have gone 20. This is a book I learned about looking for books, and it's called Godzilla Heist.
Yes. I
Have you
saw
heard-
this.
You heard about this? Okay.
Yeah.
I guess there's a heist going on while Godzilla's
It's
fucking shit up.
What a fucking amazing concept. by the
Great
way.
idea. It's kind of like
We're gonna see fucking Godzilla's foot randomly, and I'm gonna be like, "Whoa, he looks big."
It reminds me of like Army of the Dead or something.
Yeah.
But this
I
will
like
be
when
better.
a thing happens when a bigger thing's happening, you know?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll start at 10.
I'll go $12.
I'm gonna go 14.
$15.
Ooh, that's a big barrier. 17.
All right, I think you got it.
Let's go. Godzilla heist.
Absolute Flash, Nathan.
Hold on. 52 minus 17. Where am I at?
35?
35. All right, cool. Well, now you know what I have. How much money do you have left?
No. I have $77.
That's pretty big. All right. What was this one?
Absolute Flash by Jeff Lemire.
Jeff Lemire, yeah. Another big 2 book from him.
Mm-hmm.
I'll start this one at 5.
5. I'll go $7.
10.
$12.
All yours.
All righty. All right, Nathan. Another big ticket item.
Okay.
Godzilla versus Fantastic Four.
Yeah. This is going to be a cool one.
The Godzilla Marvel crossover.
Was this Jonathan Hickman? Or did I make that up?
Yeah, I don't know. No, I think it was...
No, it's somebody else, right?
Is it the current Fantastic Four writer?
Ryan North? It is Ryan North.
It is Ryan North? Okay.
He's great.
He is great.
You start the bidding here.
I'll start the bidding at $10, Nathan.
I was going to go 7. Damn it. 11.
I'll go $15.
I already have a Godzilla book. You can have this one.
All right.
God, it's going to be so cool, though.
Nathan, DC X Sonic.
Is that real?
Yeah, remember with
we did.
the crossover ones?
It's got to be a banger.
It's got to be fun.
It's got to be fun.
Like, is it Shadow like Batman or something?
I don't remember. That sounds great, though. That brings it up to $6 for me.
$6. I'll go $8. I need a calculator.
Got to check my funds. Let me see if I got that in the budget. I'll go $10. What is it called again? DC versus Sonic?
DC X Sonic?
X Sonic.
Yeah, I don't think they fight each other, but...
They better fight each other. I want to see the Flash. Imagine the Flash in there.
I think Sonic's the Flash.
Oh, okay. It's like an amalgamation?
I don't know what's going to happen, really.
Okay.
Okay, got 48 left. What'd you say?
8.
Yeah, I'll go 9.
10.
11.
You drive a hard bargain. Do I go 12 for DC Sonic? I think I do. I'm going 12.
12?
Why is this the hardest one?
$15.
Fuck, 15?
Going 15. What are you going to do, Nathan?
I gotta give it to you. God, I'm never going to see Shadow as Batman or whatever.
I'll let you know how cool it is. Okay. Nathan, Harley Quinn, silent but deadly.
$10. No, I'm just kidding.
$100. How much I got left?
Wait, does it come with the scratch and sniff stickers?
It sure does.
$4.
Then you're never gonna smell that.
No. You're going more?
I'm going $6.
I gotta know what it's about. I gotta know what the story is.
Wow.
7.
Nathan, we got 3 more books after this one.
Okay.
I'm gonna go.
Wait, are you giving me?
No.
I said 7. Oh, okay. Okay.
$8.
9.
All right, you can have that one.
Let's go. Fart comic.
You're like, let's go.
I mean, oh man, I shouldn't have done that.
Nathan, Absolute Green Lantern.
I need to know what the list is. Because you have an advantage.
All right, you want to know the rest of it?
Yeah.
So, Absolute Green Lantern.
Uh-huh.
Deadpool kills Marvel one last time. Predator versus Spider-Man.
Wow, these are some big ones.
That's what I'm saying. There is a lot on here. I'm like, I like cut some out. I'm like, I need to keep at like 15, you know, because having too many, then we might run out of money.
We would. $8.
$8, you got it.
All right, let's go.
Deadpool kills the Marvel Universe one last time. I'll go $5.
9.
I'll go $10.
12.
Do you have 12?
I have 12.
Okay.
Shit. All right, fine.
You're just trying to make me run out of money.
I was, and I lost the chicken.
All right, Nathan, how much money you got left for Predator versus Spider-Man?
Doesn't matter, does it?
No, it doesn't, because it's probably less.
How much did I spend for that? 12?
12.
Oh, shit. All right. You start the bidding.
All right. We can start off at $10.
I don't have that much money.
You don't have $10?
I have $6 left. Take it or leave it. I really thought you were going to go for Deadpool.
No, what?
You're never going to know how it ends.
I read the second one. And
I took a risk.
It can't possibly be better.
And it wasn't worth it. How much money do you have left?
I have $33.
You have 33?
$33 for Predator versus Spider-Man.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
I thought you said you had 45 earlier and you spent like 15 on something.
I had 48 And then I spent 15 on DC versus
And that was the last thing?
Sonic, and that was the last thing. You won the last 3.
Oh, man. I shouldn't have fought so hard for the fart comic.
Yep.
All right. Fair enough.
I still would have won, though.
What was your most expensive?
That one. Predator versus Spider-Man.
Okay. Second most expensive.
Invincible Battle Beast.
That's a good one.
Your most expensive was Absolute Master Manhunter.
Yep. Which is worth. That's like...
That'd be good.
I think that might be my most anticipated read because just...
That could be a best DC of the year.
Yeah. 100%. Just based off Javier Rodriguez killing shit on Zatanna.
Right.
So I'm excited.
Who's writing that? Al Ewing?
No. Is it Al? I think it might be Al Ewing, actually.
I'm wrong all the time.
I think you are wrong in this, actually.
Oh, Dennis Camp.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So, and then your man, Hassan Oatsman Elhow.
He always does good stuff.
Let's go.
So, yeah, my list for the year, Green Lantern, Fractured Spectrum, Ultimate Wolverine, Absolute Martian Manhunter, Godzilla Heist.
You also got Batman Hush 2.
Oh, yeah, Batman Hush 2. Can't forget that. I got the Harley Quinn fart comic, Absolute Green Lantern, and Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe another time. One more time.
I got One World Under Doom, the upcoming Marvel event.
How exciting.
I think that'd be pretty cool. I'll give it a shot.
Okay.
I got Amazing Spider-Man, Invincible Battle Beast, Absolute Flash.
Yep.
Godzilla versus Fantastic Four.
That's a big pick.
DC X Sonic.
That's a big pick.
And Predator versus Spider-Man. I got like all the crossovers.
I didn't get a single crossover.
Wow.
Damn. It's because I like original stuff.
Yeah, you're a pretty closeted
I like
year
a bit
for you.
You know, I like a bit of nuance.
Yeah.
In my comics.
Wow.
Unlike you.
Yeah, I like the popcorn shallow books.
I like the fart comic. That's kind of nuance I'm getting. All right, good auction.
Good auction. I think I win again.
Yeah. Well, what was last year? I can't even remember.
Let me see. Is when we did Left Bank Gang.
Oh, really? Wow.
So I got Sin City, which I don't even remember coming out.
I don't remember that coming out either.
Fall of the House of X. I got TMNT.
Oh, yeah.
You got Joker Year 1.
Yep.
I got the Garth Ennis James Bond book. You got Cy Spurrier's Hellblazer.
Oh, okay.
No one bid on Ghost Machine, which is like an imprint.
That's hilarious.
You got Black Widow and Hawkeye. You got...
Did that come out? I don't think one of those came out.
I bought
Oh, you did?
Black Widow and Hawkeye. Against the rules. You got Creatures from the Black Lagoon Lives.
Oh, yeah.
You got Man's Best.
Good.
I got Batman Dark Age. I spent $40 on that.
Dude. You didn't even read it. You haven't even started
it. Yeah. You got Space Mullet, DWJ. I got...
That was like a wait, did he come out with a thing called Space Mullet?
His trade came out. It was like a webcomic, I think.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
I got Red Hood by Sanford Green. And you got Arcbound by Tom Hardy.
Oh, yeah. That like just came out.
Yeah, it was supposed to come out in March, and then it was delayed until like November.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's funny. So. I can finally pick it up.
Yeah. All right. Good auction.
Good auction.
Good show. What are we gonna read next week, Nathan? What are we gonna read next week?
I don't know. What do we got going on?
Nathan, what do we got? We got Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man comes out, Nathan.
The animated show?
The animated show.
Oh, wow.
Come out January 29th.
Okay.
We're reading it the week before.
Cool.
There is actually a book called Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man.
Is that the Tom Taylor one?
The Tom Taylor one.
I heard good things about that one.
Yeah, I've heard nothing. I just searched Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. This came up. I'm like, oh, hey.
There's a lot of Spider-Man out there.
I think there's a couple of Friendly Neighborhood stuff.
Yeah.
So, do you want to do that?
Yeah, I'm down for a Tom Taylor one.
Yeah, I haven't done Spidey in a little while. What was the last Spidey thing?
Was it the devil, the Mephisto one?
No, that's so long ago.
Was that? That was when No Way Home came out, right? What was that, like 2 years ago?
Yeah, a long time.
I guess, Kraven the Hunter, I guess, right?
Yeah.
But that doesn't...
I guess that was like a Spider-Man title.
Yeah, but it doesn't really feel like one, does it?
Dude, it might have been. Jeez. We did Spider-Man when Spider-Verse came out.
Oh, yeah. I forgot
was like
completely
later
that we did that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Anyway.
Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man next week.
All right. Sounds good. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching, everybody. We got a link tree in the bio. You can like, comment, subscribe, stuff like that. Rate us 5 stars. That means a lot.
Yeah, that would be great.
I know that there's more than 6 people that have listened to this podcast.
Come on.
Give us a good old 5 stars.
We deserve it. What would you auction on? Let us know.
Yeah.
How much would you have spent on the fart comic? Let us know. tradewaiterspod@gmail.com.
Do you know of any other werewolf comics?
Yeah. Are there better ones?
Better than this?
I would be surprised if there was.
We'll see. tradewaiterspod@gmail.com. And yeah, goodbye.
Later.